Not one, two new Laowa Proteus Anamorphic zoom lenses, and those are 2x squeeze. Let's find out more.
You're watching CineD, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hi guys, I'm Johnnie from CineD, and I'm here with Sean from Laowa. Sean, how are you?
I'm doing well. Excellent on this early morning, but ready to go.
The guys doesn't know, and we don't know when the video will be published, but this is the first video on the third day. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much for inviting. And we are going to talk about the Proteus zoom lenses. You have two in the line right now. So let's start with the easy stuff, which is basically specifications.
Yeah, 26 to 45 millimeters. They're T29. And then the longer version, 45 to 85 mil, also T29, of course, consistent. It will be offered in all three flare colors, as have the previous anamorphics from Laowa. So you'll have your amber, your blue, or your silver options for your flare colors for your coatings.
So if you're talking about flares, can I assume that those are actually anamorphic lenses?
Absolutely. They're 2x squeeze, which is very remarkable. If I can grab that again, how small these are for a 2x anamorphic zoom. I mean, every anamorphic zoom I've seen, which there aren't really all that many out there, they're pretty enormous and heavy. So I think it's going to be very empowering to have something this small and this light for run and gun, and introducing anamorphics, I think, into a bunch of different genres that maybe it wasn't possible to shoot anamorphic with before.
Let me be a bit provocative and ask, when you are able to do something like 2x anamorphic zoom in such a small package, are you sacrificing anything? Honestly speaking.
I honestly think they're going to match very well from what I've seen so far with the Proteus Primes, which are of course larger. They're, the Proteus Primes are a little faster. They're T2, but they match very well with the look. So far, the quality I've seen out of them are incredible, especially when you look at that size factor. They're a really powerful little package.
Personally, I really love filming with anamorphic lenses, and anamorphic zoom lenses it sounds like very interesting to work with. On the wide side, what is the minimum distance, focus distance? Because we know we're always suffering when working with anamorphics when it comes to the minimum focus distance. How about this one?
That's a great question. Because honestly, I think that is something that kind of blows people away about a lot of Laowa's anamorphics. We have a 1 foot, 7 inch close focus from the sensor plane, basically. So I mean, you're talking about out in front of the barrel. It's a very close focus. A lot of traditional anamorphics are closer to like 1 meter of close focus ability. So again, I think we're going to see these in a lot of run and gun situations where you might be really close to your subject, and you're going to be able to do that because you have that close focus ability.
When it comes to distortion, are we going to suffer when shifting the zoom or the focus, or it's all going to stay the same?
No, I mean, I think we are known for being very clean on distortion. They look great. The sides of the frames are usable, and that might seem like a no-brainer to most folks, but if you're used to shooting anamorphics, there are a lot of anamorphic lenses where you can't really frame your subjects off to the side. You can't have a large crowd spreading across your entire frame because everything just kind of goes haywire off to the sides of the frame. But they're very clean on the sides. They're very sharp, but I'm not overly sharp in a sterile way. They have a great character to them. They look wonderful.
One thing that we have to mention in order for our audience to have the complete picture, are those full frame lenses or S35?
These are Super 35. Depending on the resolution and your aspect ratios, and your crop factor, you can cover beyond Super 35, but they are designed to cover the Super 35 sensors.
Which sensor size, I mean in terms of dimension, would you recommend people to work with those lenses? 16:9 or 3:2 and so on?
I mean, 6x5 in a Super 35 sensor, I think is traditionally for 2x squeeze is what we'll probably see most of. But I wouldn't try to disable anybody's artistic choices in that realm.
Great. How about pricing and availability?
They're going to be shipping very soon, if not right now, depending on if you're ready to put an order in. They're $6,000 US per lens. If you were going to get the package of both lenses, we knock off $1,000, so you're talking about $11,000 for the two zooms.
And which mounts the lens will come with?
I mean, traditionally, as we've done before, these are PLs we're showing here, but it's an easily swappable mount that can go to EF, to E, to RF, to all the mirrorless mounts. And realistically, if you order them in PL, I mean, you're talking about a $50 mount that you could purchase to give yourself more versatility, depending on the camera choice.
So you can swap the mounts at home, basically? Don't have to send it to you guys?
Correct, yeah.
And do you also produce your own mounts if somebody want to make sure that it's working and it's accurate?
Sure, absolutely.
Good. Anything else that I forgot or you would like to mention about those lenses?
I just really want people to get out there and start shooting these because I think they're gorgeous. I think when somebody sees a lens that has shrunk down to this size, they think they are going to be compromising. I think people are going to be very happily surprised that that is not the case.
When you shrunk them, how about the weight, by the way? We didn't talk about the weight.
We're talking about 6 pounds.
Can I see? Because you talk pounds, I talk kilo.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it is a bit of a workout, but I have to say it looks so rugged and so solid, which of course comes on the expense of weight. Yeah. So yeah, of course there's a way to add a mount. I hope somewhere down, not to stress the back mount too much. No, there's a way to support here. Anything in the front?
Oh, sure, absolutely. You can put a foot on it, but depending on what mount you're talking about, you may want to enable a bit of a lens support underneath it, without a doubt. But realistically, I mean, positive lock mounts. That's what we love about them too. They're such a solid choice for a mount.
Great, Sean. Thank you very much for showing those lenses. Nice talking to you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.